So step one, like we said, is to read and to read carefully. Remember when we talked about the reading versus quote unquote reading in the reading test? This applies here just as much as it does anywhere else on the exam. You got to read not only for content but also for technique. So you have to understand the good parts and the bad parts about each of the perspectives. Understand what it's talking about. Understand what the prompt is talking about, and they'll prime you with something, right? So in the essay that we're talking about, they'll prime you with something very specific. For example, we're doing the need-based admissions for colleges and universities. So you want to make sure you understand exactly what context it's in, and then you want to read for content and technique, or content and what exactly the perspectives are trying to convey to you, right? And it's less so technique than nuance, I guess. Nuance is the correct word for it here. So let's go ahead and write that here. Not just for technique, but nuance. Nuance is what you are looking for here. And you want to spend time thoroughly reading the prompt. Don't rush through it. Your essay, your performance on this thing depends entirely on how well you understand the prompt. So you have to understand the different perspectives. You have to understand what's good about them, what's not good about them, or at least what you feel is good about them or not good about them, and how they agree or disagree with what you feel is the correct perspective in a case like this. So don't rush it. Spend time reading it. Read it once, twice, 3 times. Summarize it separately if you have to, just to make sure that you have it down. A lot of times, just reading it isn't sufficient. You keep forgetting. Happens to me all the time. I'll read the perspectives and I'll completely forget, like, oh wait, which one was perspective one? Which one was two? But if I make it a point to kind of write it down, okay, perspective one talks about this, perspective two talks about this, just very briefly take notes on what the perspectives are, it'll help you remember quite a bit. So you want to make sure you understand not just what the perspectives are, but the nuances that go behind them. And in this instance, let's do a quick exercise. If you haven't already done so, read the sample writing prompt on page 162, or it should be, if it's moved around in the book a little bit since the time this series was created, just check to see in the writing test portion where it is. It should be the need-based admissions, the college admissions one, and I'm going to put it up on the screen just to make sure that you have it up in front of you as well.